Hey everybody, welcome into this new video. In today's tutorial, let's see how we can create our Fiverr account as a freelancer and we can start selling in Fiverr. This is a very easy basic walkthrough of Fiverr, so you don't have to worry about if you don't know anything about the freelancer stuff. I'm going to be covering really basic things, so let's get started. Now, the first thing you want to do, guys, is to obviously create a Fiverr account, which I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description so you can join Fiverr totally for free. And if you're using the link that I give you down below in the description, actually you might be able to get your very first $100 in order to start getting money in here into Fiverr. So after you click into your email, after you choose an email, it's going to be asking you to choose a username. So let's say I want to create some Fiverr trial and go into the join section. So now it's going to be sending us into Fiverr. We are now able to start getting some match with some sellers from our project and we can start making some projects. But first of all, we need to verify our account in order to activate that. Alright, so now that my account has been successfully activated, what I want to do is to edit my profile in order for starting. So real quick, I'm going to show you, these are the upper sides, these are the filters actually works into Fiverr. So if you are willing to hire some freelancer, then you have to choose the category. For example, someone related from business, music and audio, writing and translation, or if you know already what kind of person you want to hire. Let's say I want to hire someone to create a logo, minimalistic logo. I'm going to choose here to tap my keywords and I'm going to go into search. So it's going to be appearing a bunch of options that I can choose, and in here I have more filters. So for example, I have the category. I want to stick with logo designs only and only logos of minimalistic style. Let's say I have a budget less than $60. So I'm going to go into mid-range. I'm going to go into apply, and I need a delivery time up to 3 days. And I want to choose the top rated sellers. It's going to show me up to just 46 servers available. So now that we know exactly how does this Fiverr works, you want to go into our account, which is actually in here, and want to go into the become a seller. Now in here it says become a seller, join our growing freelancer community. So what I want to do is to create a gig so we can deliver some work and we can get paid, right? So if we send a gig, we delivered that work, we delivered that gig, we got paid, but Fiverr is going to be keeping a few commission in order for making the payment and all that, right? So I'm going to go into become a seller, which is actually not that hard. If you want to take a look into this selling on Fiverr, this video introduction, you can go ahead. Let's go into continue. And in here, it's going to be asking you for your personal information. We need to put in here our full name, our profile picture, our own description, the languages that you, the level of your languages where you can communicate, and go into continue. Now, if you have some nickname, if you have an artist name, I strongly suggest you guys to only put in here your legal name, because it's going to be asking you for a legal and valid ID in order for securing your account. So actually this is going to be totally private. It's not going to be showing you into your Fiverr account, so you don't have to worry if you have like a very bad first and last name. Next, let's go with the professional information. It's going to be asking you for your occupation. Here are a few occupations that you can choose. In my case, I'm going to stick with the digital marketing. Let's say content marketing and CEO and video marketing, right? From which year to what year, you can put in here the latest. You can add some new if you want to. Let's say, for example, I want to add something from the 18 to today, voiceovers and singer-songwriter. Now into the skills. You can add some skill, like for example marketing, and the level of experience you want to add. And after you're okay with that, it's going to be asking you for your education. If you have any certifications, you can add that. In my case, I just want to stick with that. And here's a personal website. This is actually private if you don't want to mess around with that, and go into continue. Now lastly, we have some linked accounts. Now this is really important, guys. We need to have a completion rate of 70% in order for continuing here. So if I choose to go into social of Google, Facebook, and Twitter, it's going to be gaining up to 30% of the completion rate. So it's really important, guys, that you try to fill as much information as you can in order for continue. Now, once you head into that, go into continue, verify your email and your phone number, and you can create your first gig. Now, if you didn't find a minimum completion rate, for example, here I have 30%, we need a minimum of 65. It's really important, guys. For example, here, like the main things that we need to do is to connect our social networks, confirm our phone number, provide our certifications, and add our personal website. After that, we can get the minimum completion of 65%, and we can now continue. So as you can see, this is my seller account. If you want to choose to hire someone, you can switch to buying anytime. In my case, I'm already into the selling type. Now in here, let's say that I want to create a new gig, for example, create a new gig. Now in here, we have the gig title. So this would be like, I will do something I'm really good at. So let's say, for example, I will do, now it's going to be asking you for the category. In my case, I want to choose graphic and design. And the subcategory, I want to scroll down and see if I can find, and here are some search tags. It's really important that you add some relevant tags into your services you offer, because this is going to be helping us to get more visibility into the application. So if there's someone that wants to look for a specific gig, a Photoshop maker, a creative design of Photoshop that can help you with some makeup, and you actually write that as a keyword, you're going to be the first person who appears into Fiverr. So here are my 5 tags maximum. I'm going to go into save and continue, and this is going to be sending me into my pricing. So here into my pricing, I can offer a few packages if I want to. For example, here's the basic, the standard, and the premium package. You can name your package in here. You can describe the details of your offering, the delivery time, the revisions you may be having, and what are the skills you're going to be added into your gigs, into your packages in here. After that, you can choose a price, and if you have some Shutterstock media that you want to add, for example, this is just like your licensed images that you want to use, for example, you can add that. This is the part when you want to describe here your product, how you're going to be creating your freelance stuff, how you're going to be messing around. For example, I am designing some posters, so I'm going to explain my introduction. I'm going to tell everyone who am I, and I want to tell how do I make the process and how do I work, how much time do I take some delivers, how do I handle the revisions and all that, and why do you want to hire me. So this is what I want to put into the description. Then here are all the information we need from buyers to get started. And here's the gallery. We can showcase our services in a gig gallery. So in here, you want to put the best amount of images that you possibly can. And in here, you can choose a video one only. So just for this particular video, what I want to do is to create something really fast. After I clear these materials were created by myself, I want to go into save and continue. Now let's get into publish my gig. If I copy this gig and paste that into a new tab, I'm going to see that's going to be appearing here my gig. As you can see, here's my basic, standard, and a premium design. So as you can see, here are my images. The video that I just created, this is actually just like a process that I just made. It's been listed. I mean, it's going to be taking just a few minutes in order for verifying that. But as you can see, our gig has been created successfully. And there you have it, guys. We can now start to work here into Fiverr. The more and personalized and professionalism you create into your gig, the more chances you might get someone chooses to hire you for your specific gig. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully this was a very useful video for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more about this Fiverr application. Thank you so much for watching this video once again, guys, and hopefully I will see you next time.